Hey guys, I just wanted to show you quickly what I did with my drone so I can use it for fishing. I got a DJI Phantom 3 drone, got that pretty cheap second-hand. These drones are not so expensive anymore. I had this drone now for about 2 years or so, and I used to have an electronic release mechanism on which just broke. I thought I need, something else to ready for fishing again. So I found myself this 10-liter water container, nice and sturdy plastic, and I cut out the bottom of it, like this size of plastic, which fits quite nicely right underneath the drone. See, this is the piece of plastic that I cut out. So I removed obviously the old electronic release mechanism that was sitting here. This piece of plastic and drilled a whole bunch of holes in it that the air can pass through. Attached that with some cable ties. Feet of the drone on each side. I cut a little bit of a hook shape into it right here in the front. Here I'll show you what I do. So I use a rubber band, and the reason I use the rubber band is because in case something goes wrong, use a thin rubber band, it will break. So in case your line gets stuck or something, so I attach a rubber band to my sinker, and then I'll just put this rubber band over this little hook facing forward that I have attached to my drone, like this, in my hooks. So now when I want to fly my drone out to my fishing spot, the drone will fly forward like this and drag this along. Should something go wrong, the drone will have enough power to break this rubber band instead of crashing. So make sure you use a thin rubber band, but not too thin so it will break right away, but thin enough that the drone has enough power to pull it apart in case something goes wrong. Once you get to your point, let's say you want to fly it 400 meters out into the water, all you got to do is turn the drone around and fly backwards. Your weight and your hooks, they will fall right off the drone. So super quick and easy release actually. I gave it a little try earlier and I think it's actually easier to use than the electronic mechanism. There's nothing to break and it's super simple to do. Firm plastic, drill a couple holes in it, attach it with some cable ties, super cheap, doesn't cost you anything. It has zero weight, so it doesn't weigh down your drone and reduce your battery time or anything. Cool way to set up your drone, your DJI drone for fishing. So what you need, again, just some sturdy plastic, whatever. I use the 10-liter water container, a drill, a knife to cut this plastic, maybe a little saw if you got it. Here, those cable ties. I attached 2 cable ties to the bottom and 1 to the back of the feet so it doesn't move forward, so it sits pretty sturdy in here. And then all you need to do, get yourself a rubber band, hang your bait, your sinker of your drone and fly the drone out to wherever you want to go. I'm gonna toss this old bloody shitty electronic release mechanism. Let me show you this old expensive electronic release mechanism that I had for this drone. Guys, can you imagine? These things are being sold for like $300 here in New Zealand. Like, what's that, about $200 US or something like this. It's a 3D printed piece of plastic, so I guess they're custom made. It's got a 9-volt battery here. You can switch it on and off here. It's got an Arduino chip here. Just cheap little Arduino chip sitting in here. And a servo motor that's screwed into the mechanism like this. You attached it to the foot of your drone. So it used to be attached right here like this in the middle. And then you got this cable here. And this cable goes up along the arm. And you just replace one of those front-facing LED light covers with the one that came with this package here, and all it's got a light sensor in it. So you plug this on here and you switch on this mechanism here. In the app for this drone you can turn on and off those front-facing LED lights here. So there's an option to turn off and turn on. There's this little bolt here, see? It's sitting in that mechanism, controlled by the servo motor, in and out like this. It's already all rusty and stuff, so it goes in and out. So when you have your LED lights turned off, then the bolt will be like this. It will be closed, kind of thing, like this, And you can attach your sinker here, or like with a rubber band or whatever, like I do with the new one as well. And then you fly your drone to wherever you want to go, turn on the front-facing LED lights, and then the servo motor goes, moves, and the ball comes out and your bait will fall down. So that's how the old mechanism worked. So this is the first run of my new release mechanism that I built. I showed you guys a while ago. First run of that today. Let's see how that goes. I will attach this with a rubber band, so in case something goes wrong and the line gets stuck, this rubber band should break first. So I'll just put that rubber band onto the sinker like so, and then this rubber band goes over my release hook like so, and hopefully this will work. Alright, I'll just turn it around and see if I can release this thing now. Hold the line. Falling down now. Yep. Just set a light drag so I can pull out the line easily, but it still has a little bit of resistance to it. The drone will have can easily pull this line without getting tangled along the way. Here's my rubber band to put that onto the ground. If you're new to drone fishing, it's probably best to attach the rubber band before you actually launch the drone, but after you do it quite a bit, you can do it while the drone is in the air. It's good to put two different colors of line on your reel so you know how much line you have left. So I put like 150 meters of yellow braid on there, and the rest is green braid. So I know once I get to the yellow part of the line, I still have about 150 meters left. There's my line hanging there, and off it went. See there, it's in the water. That's how I do it.